Oh, boys and dear, that's us. Just hitting for home. Eli and I had a quick run around the site just to make sure it was no trace. That's our location in there. Actually, you wouldn't know we've been there. And that's part of the tidiness of it, and partly the stealth aspect of it. Eli's keen to go home. Say hello, Eli. That's Eli, and he loves wrapping himself around a tree. I have a 30-foot rope here, which he, you know, sit, good boy. You're a torture. What are you? Have to do it the hard way. Okay, come on. Walk him round the tree. That's it. And back to where the rope is. And that's it. You're another tree probably. Ah, yeah, two. Come on. Right. Today's exercise very successful in that I learned an awful lot. I learned that one of the straps that I had was less than sufficient. It broke. The cordage that I was using for the ridgeline was less than sufficient. It broke when the pressure was put on it. Siberian hitch on one side, trucker's hitch on the other. Pulled there was quite a wind now, mind you, but it stood up for the best part of an hour. And twang. At the end of the day, these things happen. I'll use proper paracord or backline next time. Ooh. Back onto the road. Back into the sunshine. Ah, dear. So, successful day actually. Learnt many things. Had an enjoyable brew. Really enjoyable. In fact, it was my first one out in such a long time. It's been a long time since I've been out in the woods. Far too long. I had a ball. I learnt an awful lot, and I learnt about preparedness, stuff that I thought was working, just wasn't up to it, and that's what happens when you buy crap stuff. You get crap results. And preparing for any eventualities is the main thing. We can't know what's going ahead of us or what's going to work and what's not going to work until we try it. I'm walking up this wee road here, and the sun's basically at my back, so there's a wee pad through the trees. There's no vehicular access despite the road there, and there may be somewhere at the bottom end, but at the top end it's all blocked off. So we're talking about crap materials. Finished though, it worked the very best. Boiled up the water for a coffee, a wee bit longer than I hoped for, but under the windy conditions. A wee bush cooker that I made, and when I seen that the wind was having such an effect on the penny cooker, I set up the wee box cooker, put the mess cooker in it and a penny burner, and then relit and success. And it's not until we try these things that we know if they're going to work or not. I used the fire steel for the first time for a soldering rod. We weren't allowed anything like that in our day. Gosh no. Hexamine block and a box of matches. That was it. I'm old school. Not that there's anything wrong with the new school, it's just I'm old school. And by that I mean, that's just the way we were. It doesn't make us any better or any worse. It's just the way it was at the time. Progress is a wonderful thing. And it's all uphill from here on in, so let's say bye till the next one. Be good. Dr. Pepper signing off. Hi, right. Back in the car now, as you can see. That's what I said about the entrance there, so all mucked up. They put a bank there, a ditch on the far side to stop any vehicles going in. There's another entrance further on up, about 400 or 500 yards, and it's the same. I really enjoyed that day. You know, it wasn't that long, but highly educational, highly beneficial, and highly enjoyable. Long time since I've been for a wee romp. I'd say the last bit was all uphill, and that's where you get a husky. He pulled you up it. Oh boys, dear. Yeah, I don't. Hopefully, I can get this on as one video. If not, it'll be 4 different videos. My skills lay elsewhere, and I recognise that. All I'm really doing at the moment is learning, and the likes of Funky Prepper, Darren, really appreciate your videos. There's a whole lot of people. Dave Cranberry in America, Mad Monkey Man, I think he's called. Guy with an accent, redneck technology. He's brilliant. Love him to bits. His videos are making me laugh, you know, and really down to earth guy. Shows it as it is. I didn't go into too much into showing the camp and showing the setup and all that sort of. I tell you why, because I'm not that way inclined. My skills aren't that good. It was. I say the cords broke, the strap broke for the hammock. You know, no big deal. Just means the next time I'll have a better strap. I actually have a better strap at home, and I have a strap in the car that would take the car and all, but it's too big. Ah dear. The other thing was to go through the bag before the rucksack before I actually head off. I had a lot of stuff. I was storing stuff in it actually, and steaming up here. I was storing stuff in it, and what happened was that I was doing bits and pieces, this, that, and other thing, and I took bits out and put bits in, and actually when I got here, I found that I had a whole pile of stuff I didn't need, and a whole pile of stuff I needed I didn't have, so I just had to work without it. I had enough, and more than enough to do. I had enough for a brew, a couple of brews actually, about 20 or 30 brews. Where I was, there was actually probably 100 yards from fresh drinking water, running stream. It's actually the head of a wee river, so it's easy to maintain, easy to boil up a drop of water, or put a tab in or whatever. Anyway, will I come back again? Absolutely, first chance I get. It didn't rain. Actually, it tried to rain a couple of times, but it's grey and with bright spots, but it's absolute class day. I really enjoyed it. Um, Eli was a pain in the ass. Weren't you, Eli? Look at you. I better put the window down for him. Um, he uh, he ran into the tent a few times, and with the rope he was pulling left, right, and centre. Didn't help matters, but it's all a learning experience. Next time I'll just make sure I tie him with enough rope that he can run about, but short of the actual camp, the tent or bivvy or whatever it is I'm using. I want to go out again. Until the next time, Eli and Dr. Prepper signing off. Be good.